Hi there guys, welcome to this live stream. I'm Slenderman7676RVLX. Our first scenario today will be the Northern City Line V5 drill disruption. So we're currently in the first Capital Connect 313. I'm just going to get it set up now. Reset the AWS. See, pick up passengers here. Driver control, because you know FCC's all DOO nowadays. Just gonna put the cab light on real quick while I see marker lights, tail lights can go off, destination can come on, and the headlights on. Let's check where this is off to. Let's see, we're going to Welwyn Garden City. So let's see. Go. Oh, this is really quick here. Let's see, we haven't even got the rear set up yet and we're already supposed to be going. Just gonna real quick get the destined route indicator on and get that red, because you know this is the Northern City Line after all. Oh, how does it hear that advertisement outside? Doors are closed, we should be ready to depart. Oh yeah, I forgot to wait. The RA's off. How could I have messed this up? It's in forward. Probably must have deafened everyone in the Margate tunnels. What could I have done wrong? Wait a minute. We've got interlock. So why aren't we going? Set reset maybe? There we go. I've also got a passenger view mod installed. I think I got it off of ATS. Oh god, nearly speeding. So in the Margate tunnels, the speed limit is 10 miles per hour. So we're going to stick with that until we hit until our back of the train gets to the 30 board, in which case we will accelerate to 30 miles per hour. Just going to turn my volume up on my speakers real quick. Let me surround. Put it in shunt a little bit. It has been reported that the signal between Old Street and Essex Road is displaying a double asterisk due to tripcock damage. This means you may experience further delays. Okay. Oh wow, it let me spad anyway. I think double aspect, so that's yellow. So our next stop is Old Street, northbound. So we are now approaching Old Street, so I'm going to put step 1 braking and slow down, ready for the stop. Something in front of us here. See, so we're now approaching Old Street, so on final approach, so we're going to stop at the 6-car marker, because we're a 6-car train. I feel kind of sad that, you know, I've never actually been to see the Northern City Line, you know. Like, I've never seen a Class 313 in my life, and probably never will now with the 717s coming online into service, and that signal's at red. We're going to pull up to the 6-car monitors. Come on. See if we can get a perfect stop. That's close enough, so we'll press T, open the doors, and quickly poke our head out the side. Because, you know, this is DOO, we need to, you know, dispatch ourselves. In real life you'd use the monitors, but since the monitors aren't in my view, well, kind of bad. They don't actually work because, you know, this is TS, it's after all. We're just going to do the good old manual way of DOO dispatches, where we just look down the train, look back, and then just check all the interlock lights go out. Approach next signal with caution. Once it clears, it'll displaying a double yellow aspect due to tripcock failure. You may pass it once the green is shown, but be prepared for the train to trip and perform a brake reset. Don't worry, you will not fail the scenario for this. Alright. Don't get what it means exactly by a double aspect. Just going to quickly check the chat. Hey, Norfolk Southern Rail fan of Productions. Welcome to my stream. And there's the tripcock thing. 6. So yeah, it's got them. It's got like underground, I think, the markers which tell you how many cars are left on the platform in the tunnel. Apparently this God, I'm getting a bit of FPS drop here. I'm getting quite a bit of lag here. My PC's actually decent specs, so I don't get why. So yeah, it's funny, when I always think a signal is at danger, I always tab at it. See, so this signal's at danger, so I'm gonna slow down, stop at it. According to one thing I read on Wikipedia, I've heard the Northern City Line has actually some pretty good special procedures for signals of danger. According to what I've read, it says that a driver can actually pass a signal at danger on the Northern City Line with under their own authority. I think it's as long as they only proceed slow enough to stop short of any obstruction. And now it's denied it. Oh, yeah, it's glitched, it's got double signal. We probably are going to get e-braked here because there's, yep, there we go, faulty tripcock. It said about a faulty tripcock on here. I'm just going to reset it now. From what I remember in the manual, I think you have to put the brake lever into emergency, put it in neutral, and everything release. There we go, yeah, reset it. Cab light can go back off. We can continue. I think that's TSR there, because normally it's all 30 down this tunnel, but apparently we've got 25 in place. It's really curious how the tunnels are set up here, how these were built. I'm just going to go take a look. It's got a cubicle design like this was going to be gangwayed. Kind of design, but you know, it has a front door, but it's normally for emergency use only. Because passengers can't even get into like the cubicle like compartment thing around the cab. Oh, yeah, I'm already at 24, so this might be a permanent speed restriction. Our next stop on this route is Essex Road. I think I might be going a bit too fast. Full service. Ultra super late braking. I don't even get what these like ribs are. They're supposed to like be like retarders or something that slow the train down. Let's see, so we're seeing as the 6-car mirror, whatever. It's funny how hard it is to stop at the mark. Like it looks like you've got it nearly perfectly, but then, well, can we get a perfect stop? Yeah. I'm just going free cam to take a look. Now look at that, it's nearly on the end. That's like Densha Day Go. That's like Densha Day Go accuracy, would you say, Densha? How close it is to the actual end of the platform. Nice. Like, who remembers Densha Day Go, right? That 1990s Japanese train simulator game. Basically, it penalises you for even being 30 seconds late. So, I think it was Vinesauce playing it. Yeah, if only British trains could have the right punctuality as the Japanese. Right, we've got interlock, we're clear to proceed. I just like the motor sounds of Class 313s, although I've never heard them in real life. This Armstrong Powerhouse one is, I'm guessing it's supposed to be accurate because of AP's general approach to quality. Just blast the horn. Honk. Blind, probably deafened everyone in the Moorgate tunnels. I'm just going to quickly check the chat while we're in the tunnel. Nope, nothing new in the chat. And I'll plop it in step 1. I think I'm slowing down too quick. Even on these old trains built in the 70s, the brakes are pretty good. Assuming again that AP have accurate physics. Oh my god. I don't even know why this happens. This is glitched. Is this for some reason the northbound platform of Highbury and Islington's gone AWOL? Yeah, downloaded this off backdated train sim, the Moorgate extension. Apparently it's messed up. So you know, that's why I should have probably picked a scenario that uses the southbound one, which actually loads, apparently. I've got all the requirements and all that, it's just for some reason devs probably missed some out when they were releasing the route. So let's just watch the passengers just disembark into thin air. All these passengers walking on thin air. It's like a ghost station or something. I think Alan Thompson also had this glitch when he was doing the video on this route as well, I think. Look at them lights. You know, in my opinion, when I've found like, you know, like Armstrong Powerhouse trains, and I've always noticed that they never bother putting lens flares on their headlights compared to like DTG. No, I'm guessing it's probably inaccurate or something, but they also thought that headlights on British trains are just too dim sometimes as well. Like they don't even, well in this case, since we're in the tunnels, these actually lights it up alright. But most of the time, if you're driving at night, like on a lit dark night in this, especially when you have you know, stuff like RW Enhancer and the Sky and Weather Enhancement Pack, the got a downward slope here, I have to concentrate. The thing that I don't like about this game in general is the fact that it penalises you for simply just going 1 mile an hour over the speed limit. At least we're not playing Korea, at least this is a standard scenario, so we have no points to worry about on this. We're now approaching Drayton Park, where we have to do the voltage changeover, because here the third rail ends, and we've got AWS now. The third rail ends, and the 25 kV overhead wires begin at Drayton Park. So we need to raise the pantograph on this to prepare the unit for AC. So let's pull up to the end of the platform, let's see if we can get, there's no markers on here, this platform. Right, so while we're doing that, now we have to press the 25 kV button. Press that, and then we have to press set reset. There we go. if we look now, we can see the pantographs are up and we're now on AC power. Don't notice. AP are really good with their sounds. Like you can even hear just a subtle hum of the transformer if you listen closely. Time for us to go now. And also got a couple. That's the horn for you. I already blasted it in the tunnels a couple of times, probably deafened everyone in the Moorgate Tunnel. But we're out of the tunnels now. So the next station after this is Finsbury Park. This is where the speed limits actually get higher as well. And we are losing speed on this gradient. Speeding a little bit, just to quickly apply a little bit of brake. Even going at the speed limit, you can see the G-force indicator down there. You know, probably the passengers are pretty uncomfortable on this curve. If any of you have been on the Northern City line in real life, then I'd like to know what your experiences are. You know, I wonder if this curve actually does throw you a little bit off to the side, like press you in that side, you know. I'm just gonna check the I think we're slowing down a little bit too much. I'm just gonna put that. See, hello, Mr. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Baikalski. Yashalava. Don't know what that means, but whatever. It's probably something foreign. What's this? We've got class 321. We've got a red signal here. Wait, nah, wrong. I'm still looking at the wrong side. I think I've probably already... Have I gone past the 6-car marker already? No, I haven't. So that's the 3-car marker. We need the 6-car. So there's our 6-car marker. See if I can actually get a decent stop. Oh, you know what, I've got a better way for accuracy, so I'm just going to quickly pause it. Put my camera up to where the stop board is. Then get it up so it's like with the side. So I'm just going to save it. I think. So this is 6-car marker board. With this crack here in the pavement, if we can get pulled up to that. Come on, just need a little bit of power. Come on, come on, come on, please land it, land it, land it. Oof. Look at that. Now that, like I just said last time, that is Denture Day Go right there. That's Denture Day Go in a nutshell. You have to stop at the exact right place within like a metre of it or so. And there's a bit of a glitch going on here where for some reason, wait, my doors are open. Apparently though, it's not picking it up. The timer hadn't started on it. So as you know, Train Simulator is a buggy game. There we go, now the timer starts. It's messed up. Now I've messed up the scripting on this probably because, yeah, I can just disguise that as a simple door fault. Faulty doors. I'm just thinking now, 313063 and 313041. I don't know if these ones are scrapped yet, unfortunately. Now is our real departure, so our next stop is now Haringey. Check for our door interlock, and as soon as we get it, we're off. Just gonna quickly check the chat. I'm just going to quickly check who's watching this now. My streams never get any viewers, like a good amount of viewers. And yeah, again, if I have like 1 or 0 viewers, like normally, they only rarely ever stay with me for the entire stream. And normally, I even scheduled the stream for like about 10-15 minutes in advance, so that, and I also posted a couple links as well. Speed limit now goes up to 60. We're due in Haringey anyway, so I better start slowing down with that. I also try and get a bit of accuracy by using the head out cam when trying to line the train up with the stop board. You are standing dangerously close to the platform, on your phone, listening to your headphones, and I've slowed down way too much. Just gonna accelerate a little bit. We're gonna get up to the 6 car marker. Let's try and get up to our usual, let's see how accurate we can be with this. Let's just get a decent camera angle for this. Oh crap, I put it in emergency save, never mind. Think this one a little, just a couple inches over. But in the UK we'd just call that a good stop. Imagine if there were like SCR style dispatchers simulated in here. Hey, nice stop, insert head code here. Well, another feature I'd wish that'd be on Stepford County is the ability to maybe have like a co-op driving mode where one drivers could pair up and you'd have like a driver and guard simulation rather than DOO. There's a HST that's just passed us. I think this is set in 2013. Our next stop's now Hornsey. Speed limit is now 60 miles an hour. Now we've got some speed. Oh crap, Hornsey, oh crap. Now this is that emergency brake. Nope, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. It's really bad stop. Bad stop. We're fired. We are getting fired. Fired. Crap. When you get distracted by streaming, well, since I'm on time limit, I'm just gonna say we're just gonna back up. Well, we're not going to bother back up. Let's just use a bit of SDO and just tell passengers, if you were travelling in the first few front portion of the train, you're going to have to go and walk through this pretty bad open gangway door here, so you can get into the cars which have doors that are on the platform. Sorry for the inconvenience, because our driver was on his phone trying to commentate a live stream. Yeah, the DS had probably been shouting at me. Bad stop, insert head code here. Why have we only got one watcher? Right, now this time do not get distracted by commentating this. So yeah, even with flipping emergency brakes on this train, of course the brakes probably not going to go. I think these units actually still use tread brakes, I think, and not the modern disc brakes. So let's actually start slowing down now to prevent that happening again. Let's actually try and actually make an effort to get to the stop marker. At least in this one it still classed it as a correct stop, so at least I still get a tick for it. Even though it was a really bad stop. You know, if I had the skills, if I knew in this game, if I knew how to make regions, I would have probably, and route building, I would have loved to build the entire Stepford County Railway map in this game. It'd probably be a really good experience on this. Head out camera, come on, let's see, please can we get to the thingy, can we please get to the 6 car marker, or in this case the S. So this is Alexandra Palace. And let's actually try and line ourselves up with the DOO monitors as well. There we go. I'd say that's a decent stop. That's a good stop there. So I've got so I can see DOO monitors. If any of you are watching this stream, then please feel free to share this stream. Just post the link up to your mates, anyone who's interested, and then just say, hey, Slenderman7676 is live now. If you want to watch the stream, then go to this link. So our next stop now is New Southgate. Well, let's go until the interlock goes on, so I can get the throttle. Oh crap! I forgot I have to press R because I had the DOO mode on. Got 365 Cambridge to King's Cross. I think it wants a, well, that is a really loud mechanical thing, whatever. You know, one thing I found annoying about the ECML London to Peterborough route? They're really annoying forklifts, they're everywhere, really loud sound. Fortunately, I found a patch on ATS which gets rid of that really annoying forklift. It's good that I did find that because it was just driving me nuts. Coming up to a tunnel here. Denture de Go style, you know, you honk when you're going at tunnels, otherwise you lose 5 points. It's funny how they even work, like whistle boards in Japan are just an X or something. Don't know if it changed depending on the railway. I'm just going to check the chat. crap, we are approaching a station. Let's get brakes on before I completely overshoot the platform like I did at Hornsey. Terrible overshoots at Hornsey. Constant threat when I'm doing streaming like in here is that one of my family members will probably come upstairs and come into my bedroom. I try and prevent it because like I've currently got a sign posted right outside my door which says I'm streaming, do not enter, knock first. If only I'd had the decency to knock, and then I'd happily turn off my mic and my camera, and then I'd let him in. I think we are coming in a bit fast, so we're going to put step 2 braking. Brakes are actually alright, I think, at lower speeds. Even step 1 will provide you pretty decent speed reduction rates or something. Come on, can we get perfect stop, come on. I think that's... I'd say that's a good stop. But any DS would probably agree it's a good stop. It's always this minor thing with TS, even though you've got your brakes on and that, this train's still every single train in TS will just slightly go like this and just like slip backwards or forwards. Don't know if it's something about the gradient of the route or just something with the slack, I think, in the couplings, the core game. Don't know if AP could ever make a patch for that or something, maybe, I don't know, core game enhancement pack. Yeah, that's what you're gonna put up next, aren't you, Mr. Armstrong? Once you get done with your 365 EP. Well, a thing on my wish list that AP would make is, so 365 enhancement pack, which is now currently in the works now. It's probably going to be getting close to release. And also a, let me think, a Class 180 enhancement pack. Seriously do think. How many of you agree with me? The Class 180 by DTG could do with a enhancement pack by AP, or at least a sound pack, or maybe a couple reskins. Like I really want to find a reskin of the 180 in the original First Great Western livery, which they were delivered with. Armstrong Paris are great, okay? Don't have me on that. Oh, we're racing. Hello. Why am I always getting overtaken by 365s? I'm in full throttle in this. This is kind of like Dentured AD. I always compare the Class 313 to Takami's old 2000 series. And I'd say that looks like one of them KQ things, whatever, off Burning Stage or whatever. We're now approaching Oakley Park. So we're not going to be able to do this race probably because we have to stop at Oakley Park, and I'm assuming that the 365 probably is not going to be stopping at Oakley Park. Yeah, it's got a wait, I've got to say it doesn't even have head codes on this scenario, unfortunately. I was just going to say it probably has a 1 head code or somewhere, which lets it on semi-fast or whatever express. Another question for the real world here. Why is it on the West Coast Mail that Virgin trains are given 9 head codes? According to stuff I've read, 9 head codes are only for special uses. So I thought that the most of the trains on the main lines would probably just have 1 or 2 head codes. Stop boards on this side here. So there's no 6 car marker, so we're just going to stop at the S. We're going a bit too fast, we're going to full service it, and just ease off the brakes to try and make our stop. Come on, just edge forward a little bit more so I can get to the markers. That'll be enough. So we have to make sure the train will go. Yeah, I feel kind of proud of myself that I haven't done a stream in ages. Checking the chat now. I'm just gonna check if I'm actually getting audio off my own stream. That'll be enough. Self that I've actually haven't. Yeah. Because the first time I ever tried streaming I didn't have my volumes up right, so you couldn't actually hear the game audio over my own voice. So I did kind of tweak the volume mixer in OBS, so I had kind of a balance between my voice and game audio. Just let me know in chat if you think I should adjust them now. Cab. So probably where the phone originally was, but it was removed at some point, probably replaced by this GSMR phone. I don't know why I've got kind of a dry mouth today. I'm drinking a load. Just gonna check our task list to see how many more stops we've got to go. Well, that's a bit pointless, isn't it? The stop marker is past the starting signal, which is at green at the minute. I just think, I don't know if this is the same in real life at New Barnet, if the stop marker is actually past the signal and on a curve, so you know, so probably here you have to have like a please mind the gap between the train and the platform at this station. I was going to say, this gap is pretty wide for this first door. Of course, in real life, I'm assuming they probably don't have like SDO, as in TS, which just automatically does SDO on whatever carriages are considered on the platform by the game. Just gonna go in free cam so you can actually watch it. Next stop is Hadley Wood, platform 4. I don't even get why they put a DSD pedal on here, because there's no vigilance alarm on this locomotive as far as I've seen, as far as I've played this. Just gonna quickly check the chat. Yeah, no one, as usual, there's nobody on. There's only one person watching this, which is really sad for me, I think, because, you know, I put time into preparing these streams, like, you know, like I set up all, like, the different overlays and the camera and that, you know. I even went to the thing of doing it in advance, and I provide a pretty funny commentary as well. It's like no one appreciates me for it. The only time people actually see this is not when it's live, it's normally when the archive is uploaded on my channel. Wait, what? I was gonna say platforms there, but yeah, it's offset. It's like one of them odd platforms where one platform is at a different angle from whatever the other. And I think we're going a bit fast. I think we've slowed down too fast. Let's just put the throttle in series. Perfect. It's about, well, not exactly perfect. I'd just say good stop. Just gonna mess around in free camera a little bit. Let's try. This is probably like a really decent camera angle if you want. In fact, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. I'm just gonna take a screenshot because I think that actually looks really decent. Just to go back in the cab. Got a bit of a distance now here. This speed limit. Can we actually go up to 75 in this before we reach Potter's Bar? Funny, like when I'm streaming, I have to resist the urge to flap and do sometimes stuff which people would normally do. Like I'd go like bounce around my chair normally, or just like making just noises normally. It's really hard to resist the urge for me because I've got Asperger's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being autistic. You know, it's just a thing with me. It's just the way I am. But you know, I just want to look professional, so I try and keep it that way, so I don't mess about or flapping while I'm doing a live stream, because one, I don't want people to make fun of me on the internet, and two, well, I don't know, it's just to look like everyone else, again, be professional. Let's see, we are now on approach to Potter's Bar. We're just gonna go and head out. Oh no, we've just missed the 6-car marker. Bad stop. If any of you are here at dispatches, honestly, who would agree that this would be considered a bad stop? So this is the marker that I was supposed to stop at, and this is where I ended up. I'd probably say, you'd probably all say yes, that's a bad stop. But as long as the train's on the platform, then it's alright, isn't it? As long as the old train's on the platform, everyone can use the doors. I just need a really quick break and all, so I'm just gonna shut off the camera and mic. Alright, I'm back. So let's get back to this now. Let's get going. So next stop will be Brockmans Park, and then we've got Welham Green, Hatfield, Welwyn Garden City, and then we're off to the sidings. Just going to turn wiper off, just quickly checking it works. Just gonna cut off the power. Just a bit of step 1 braking. I'm gonna go ahead and head out cam. Now this time don't miss the marker. That's if I can find where the marker is. Just right at the end, just an S marker. No special certain car markers here. Come on, see if we can get a perfect stop this time. Or at least a good stop. Yeah, that's a good stop, I'd say, yeah. Good stop, says the dispatcher. Just gonna quickly check the chat. There's never anything that happens on the chat in my streams. So we've been doing this for nearly an hour. Sometimes I wish I had a better webcam for my face. Oh, look at that. It's It's in a Class 91. It's the crap DTG one. As you can see by the headlight flares. Couldn't the creator offer afford the 91 enhancement pack? Come on, it's only 12 quid. Well, yeah, 12 quid I'd say. You know, alright mate, that was, you know, the 90, I'll probably do a scenario with the Class 91 pack next. In the Class 91 Mark IV enhancement pack was the first thing that I ever bought from AP. It's actually a really nice thing, because, you know, when I first got the 91, I was just, after seeing how poor it actually was, and then just looking if there were a mod or something, and then found the enhancement pack for it, and then after that, I've been happy ever since I got it. And we are coming in really hot in this station. Welham Green. Come on, please. Do not miss the stop marker, okay? I stopped early anyway because the brakes have a bit of a delay between you moving the lever and the brakes actually coming off, so we'll leave it at that. A little bit short. But yeah, it's alright. Where even is the compressor on this? Just wish I had a really more active fan base. You know, if only I were Alan Thompson, you know, if only I could get as much viewers as him. He gets like 100 plus viewers or whatever on his streams. And, you know, hey Alan, if you're watching this then, well, nice, which probably not, but whatever. Nice shout out, but whenever Alan Thompson's streaming, I quickly drop in on Twitch to take a look and join the chat normally. Pretty interactive, you know, he will answer some of your questions and queries if you put them in the chat. Looking at the chat, of course no one is watching this. Well, one person is. If only I knew who that one person is. I'd better continue playing the scenario and not looking at Jack, because it's just a distraction. Next stop's Hatfield, and then our final stop is Welwyn Garden City. Oh, you'll probably have seen this kind of somewhere off YouTube. What I'm just gonna do, right now they're in. Woo! You would have seen that, the guy off Southern or something, the Woo guy, everyone calls him by, because of what he did. Let's just start braking now before we overshoot the platform really badly, as we've done a couple times before. Well, I only made one really bad stop in this. I'm just going to quickly check some of that real quick. Yeah. Can anyone tell me what this device is supposed to be, this crank thing? You know, because I'm not an expert on Class 313s. So if anyone could tell me what this is supposed to be. So we're going to stop at the S marker because that's for the 3 and 4 car, and obviously we are a 6 car train set. I always get confused with this question. You know, if a locomotive haul train was to use stations like this, which stop board would they actually stop at? You know, is the locomotive counted as a car as such? Is the loco considered a car, or a DVT, whatever ends leading? Because, you know, because most of the time these stop boards are thing like mainly for multiple units. You know, the UK is like 90% DMU or EMU, mainly on the network, and that's just going up now with the withdrawal of like the old 125s, and even the Class 91s are starting to run out of time. But I mean, I can understand the withdrawal of the HST because, you know, they're nearly 40 years old, but I mean, the Class 91s shouldn't go just yet, you know, because they were only built in the late 80s. You know, I wouldn't call them life expired as such. And like from what I've heard, they're already starting the old the IETs. Well, the new IETs actually had a couple faults in the start of service because I read something on BBC News today about a GWR Class 800 had something up with the aircon and it started leaking water into the passenger saloon. It's just terrible. And like, I hope someone will actually make this on YouTube. Come on, GWR, just get Paul Tyreman to star in Class 800 Faults and Failures. Seriously, another shout out to Kian's stuff. I just hope you make another YTP soon of a First Great Western video, because I'm dying to see another one of them YouTube poops, you know, like one of the Class 180 video or something, because currently they've started to die down. I would probably make some decent poops if I figured out how. If I managed to get my hands on Sony Vegas, which I obviously won't be able to through legitimate means because it's like 200 odd quid, but that is just absolute BS. For a piece of software, you're charging 200 quid for a simple video editor. You have to be kidding me. I'm betting you no wonder people pirate Vegas, probably a lot. Anyway, get off that now. We're approaching our final terminus, Welwyn Garden City. And then we're going to go ECS to the Welwyn EMU side. We're actually getting close to 75 here. We're actually going to be able to make it before we have to slow down to 25. And coincidentally, the time is now 3:13 PM according to one of my clocks. I don't know, 3:14 or whatever. It's still similar class. The 3:14s are basically just, we've got AWS now. 3:14s are literally just another version of the Class 313, but they were just used in Scotland and didn't have a third rail pickup. Do we need full? Yeah, we're going full service on this one. Not the ideal driving method, you know, probably pretty hard. I think we're not slowing down too early. We have to slow down at 25 anyway. Haven't been much AI traffic since that 91. So, you know, I might play another scenario later, which probably has quite a bit of AI. I'm really thirsty today. Here we go, we're turning in final terminus here at Welwyn Garden City. I'm just going to check the chat real quick. Of course, there's still this one viewer, which I don't know who it is. whoever that viewer is, then thank you for watching, the only viewer who's watching this stream. Where's our 6-car marker? And there it is up there. Got a stiff neck from this. Oh, we've slowed down too much, haven't we? Just gonna plop it. Give me a bit of power. Just enough to get us to the markers. Yeah, that's enough. Right then, so all passengers change please. This train terminates here. This is Welwyn Garden City. I don't even get the way this window is here. Is this supposed to be a hopper window like the ones here? Probably say it is, actually. Just the smallest hopper window I've ever seen. And do you know, since this is our final terminus, let's see if I can get a not in service. We've gone the wrong end, probably gone the wrong way. Oh, there we go. Not depot, there we go. I'm just gonna go in shunt, just see how fast it'll actually go. Just gonna check where the Welwyn EMU siding actually is. Doesn't show it on. I'm just gonna quickly check the map. I wonder if we have to change a couple manual junctions to get to the siding. Let's see, so we need this siding right here, so let's just check our junctions. So this needs to be changed, this needs to be changed, and this needs to be changed. Go. Actually, that's actually nice at 12.5. The limit's 15, so shunt is actually a pretty good power notch just for, well, as it says shunt, I'm just going through here. I wish that were a feature in Stepford County. You could actually return to the depot siding once you've done, rather than just despawn your train or just do the next schedule, which just goes the other way on the same route. Just hope you consider adding that to the roadmap, Charlie RBX. And I'd said this earlier on in the stream, but I said if I had the skills, I would try building the whole Stepford County map in Train Simulator, if I knew how to build routes. Let's just cut the power before I eat the buffers. I don't even think you can eat buffers in this sim. You just derail the train if you eat the buffers. Please don't eat the buffers, don't eat the buffers. Don't eat the buffers. The buffers are not really good for you. Yeah, that's a good stop. Let's stop it there. Let's just try and turn off our stuff. So let's just... Let's power down the unit for the night. See, I'm looking for the pan. I don't know why it still says we have line voltage. It's alright, so we've completed the scenario. So let's just exit off and see our results page. Just hope the sim don't crash now. speeding once. That's actually a nice start. Targets complete 19 out of 19. So then, I'm just gonna go pick the next scenario for today. Let's try and find one which isn't too long. So I did say this earlier. Please don't crash. I'm doing a live stream here. I do not want to have to restart the sim because. Let's see. Let's pick our rolling stock appropriately. Let's go with. I think now out of all of the stuff I've got. It's actually a nice scenario which I did once I managed to get. I've got all the requirements for it. Don't crash, please. I just want to do a. See, here we are. We're just going to do this one. So we're going to do 1 Echo 11, the 1100 Edinburgh to London. So I'm just going to change the title card appropriately to reflect my decision. Let's see. CI1EP. Cross. Okay. Damn it, the title card doesn't even fit on, so I'm just going to shift that. And let's get the scenario loaded. So hang tight while we load the scenario. So as you can see, I'm using a really nice menu mod, which is I think it's EMU Pack 1, which I got off of Alan Thompson Sim. If you want to check them out, I'll be posting the link in the chat now for you guys. Right, it should be in the chat now. There you go. So if you want to check them out, then just check the links in the title. So let's just get back. I'm just gonna I'll turn off the face cam and the microphone so I can have a quick break whilst this is loading. So I've just got a message on my phone. I'll look at. No, for God's sake. Let me just mute my mic. Right, I'm back. And as you can see, we are in a rainstorm. So let's just check our briefing. Hello driver, first things first, begin the run round 191,126 from the rest of the stock and head for Peterborough down fast reverse. Where you receive the road. When you receive the road, you remain further. No, once underway, maximum is 110, 15.5. Yeah, okay. Bit of a glitch there straight away. I just uncoupled it and it says I've messed it up somehow. Just get the loco set up. It's really bad rain. So let's just find where our wiper switch is. And I'm just gonna, nope, forgot to change cabs, I have to use this. Just gonna get the tail lamps on the opposite cab. So now I have to wait the road here. It's absolutely chucking it down in Peterborough. If I remember correctly, we're waiting for if I can just zoom up and find it. No, it's not that second night, I think it's some First Capital Connect, I think we're waiting for actually. Oh aye, freight train. Let's see, 4 Echo 24 transport lanes. We're just going to wait for that signal to change, because that's what we were waiting for initially. Brought this up on one of Alan Thompson's streams about the Class 91s having different wipers. I said that this model here was had the wrong wipers for the era or something, because I'm used to the like traditional style, like the wipers on the DVT. That's not a DVT, it's just, you know, I'm normally like, currently the 91 and DVT both have these style of wipers, but apparently, according to Alan Thompson, the wipers originally did have these vertical wipers, or as I call them, car style wipers, when they were originally built. And we've now got a yellow now, a single yellow, so that means we've got the road. Just set our cruise control. Another announcement pack made by the mighty Armstrong Powerhouse. Rain's really bad here. Rain's this bad because I have the Sky and Weather Enhancement pack from AP as well, which is a really nice touch. Right then, so here's our stopping point, so we're going to stop here. So we're just going to make a full service brake application since it's... Let's just get our... Well, we're stopping, we're just going to get this, this cab set up for the trailing ends. Let's see what we want. So we have to change to the blunt end cab now. So might as well get the DSD on. Switch ends and head for flatten up reverse. Instrument lights, we want. Where's our wipers? I feel like these wipers are better than the Now, there's a really common trap which I get into on this specific scenario all the time. So when I go to accelerate on the blunt end, when I've just run around now for the run round procedure, I always end up spadding on this one red signal here because it's that much of a distance. I don't actually read it until I actually see the signal, slam on the brakes, and it's normally no good normally. guessing it's just probably highlighted in one of them SPAD risk videos, you know, SPAD trap for the unwary. If any of you are getting this scenario, just approach it at caution, okay? So don't just blast into it at the full line speed because, well, you're gonna SPAD. At least this is standard, so there's no points to lose and no game over on this. Unless you derail, that is. If you crash into the other one, then yes, you will get a game over. I'm just going to go up 30 on this. You can also tab it as well, so you can also check by just simply pressing tab. Yeah, and there's a bunch of EMUs, of course, because apparently commuter trains have priority over intercity trains. Well, do you know, it's just changed to a single yellow. Just gonna update now, yeah, it's gonna go green probably. Let's just do it around 45. Like when you get a yellow signal in step counting, so you're supposed to do 45 because it's on like the signals. So we have to go up to flatten up reverse. You know, let's accelerate up to line speed, actually, because I'm looking at that SPAD for the wrong ends. Tab the right end because this is technically the rear of the loco. Yeah, there we go. We've got a green. And what do you know? There's flatten. As you can see, the rain kind of has started to like slowly clear up. That's one of the wonders of the AP Sky and Weather Enhancement Pack. It has some really special triggers which can allow you to do special weather effects in scenarios such as this. Oh, DSD. Better not trip that. Let's just full service it. Just change ends. Just check if I got my tail lamps on yet. Now we're at the road back towards Peterborough. So we're waiting the road because that tiny little signal there has to change. As soon as that signal changes, then I can cross over and make the way back to the Mark IVs to couple up and perform the run round. just gonna go 50, I think, half. Probably have to go 15. But we're just going to quickly pull up to the signal actually, so we're going to go a bit closer. Let's actually just put our set our cruise control on a 15, so we're not going to go too fast. And we're just going to set the DRA. Another Class 91's just went past, so that's why we're waiting. As you can see, our junctions have changed. So as soon as that passes, another signal to clear the block, then hopefully we should be given the road then with the shunt signal. That ground position light should change. There we go, so we're on line Delta. Just a second. Hold on, be there in a second. Alright then. Right, we're back. My mum. Where were we? Where have we got 0 amps? Of course, we're trying to do silly me, trying to take traction with DRA on. Since speed limit's 15 on the crossover. And we've got a signal ahead of us, which is red. So we're not going to go too fast. Just thinking what cables are what. I know that. Yeah, I think that's it, right? These smaller cables here are probably the TDM cables, which we've said that's ETS, and that one's TDM. Which is like there's like a special multiple working system on these. You use like the UIC cables rather than the traditional RCH. Although from what I've heard, they said these things do actually have an RCH on it. According to a document I've read from the RSS feed, I'm just going to speed up to 45. And we've got a second viewer. Just looking at the chat. Yeah, signal's at red, so I'm just gonna get my brakes on. Got a bit of lag as well. Fortunately, my mum's just informed me I might have to have a call from my bank, so I don't know how long that'll take, since she's trying to get me a bank account. It's actually pretty good news for me, like, because I'll just be able to have somewhere I can put my money in and I can buy stuff for myself rather than having to use my dad's credit card. So let's stop here. My PC is hot now. I just feel when it vents, it's already warm where the water cooler is on my CPU. So we're just waiting the road again, aren't we? Yeah, we must wait until 365-537 passes with the 1518 Peterborough King's Cross. As soon as it passes, press tab to obtain permission to pass signal ahead and then couple to 82214. Just gonna actually quickly take a look at where the SEDI 365 actually is at the minute. Don't know if it might have already gone past us. So yeah, there it is. And I don't remember ever hearing about turbo stars on the things. 2007, so I can't exactly remember what happened to Central Trains. And apparently the this 365 is operating with the door interlock bypass operated, which is against the rules. Because just look at that. Is this set in the summer actually? Just gonna think, sorry, yeah, why it got that hot that the air conditioning on the 365 failed. Well, I don't even know if they have aircon at all, but whatever. It was that hot on the 365s that the driver decided that he'd turn off, open up the traction interlock switch, bypass it, and then open up the doors as to provide a bit more cooling. There we go. Now I can go. I've got the road. I've got one of them calling on signals. Let's just get on the move here, and then couple up to DVT. Traction brake. So anyway, that comes on whenever you're braking. Because apparently this thing has dynamic brakes, which are automatically blended in. Like whenever you use the brake lever on this, if you're above a certain speed, as you can see, the brake cylinder pressures here don't actually start putting pressure. It's all dynamic brakes until the pressure gets to a certain point where the speed, and then it's blended in with the air brake as dynamic brakes become less efficient as you go slower. There you go, it's blending in now. You can see around 8 mph. You can see the BC gauges moving. Right, and so we're now coupling up to a DVT. I'm just going to go in. Whenever I couple up to stuff, I prefer to use the external camera view. I just watched how the coupling actually works on these, because the problem with these is you can see there's active DVD. Right, and you must propel this train so the whole of 91 126 is on the platform. Once you are done, then... Alright then. I'm just gonna have the thing on 5. I've got a little marker on my HUD as well that says stopping point. No. There we go. Now we have to set up our cab now, so let's just get our one off now, because this is now mid-train. They can go off, they can go off. I think it's done for this cab. Let's just quickly set up the DVT. So let's just turn off the lights on the DVT because of the then just get the blunt end ready. Got a red signal, so we'll keep the DRA on. We'll get marker lights can go on, tail lights can go off, the instrument and clipboard can go on. So that's the. It's funny when you press 2 now, because now apparently it thinks this is the front, so we have to press 3 in order to get to the right engine front. Like, how is this even working out? How is there a screw link when it's just a hook? Probably just a limitation in the scripting. So as you can see, the screw link isn't even hooked over the hook. In reality, you'd actually use a special double-ended screw link, which just has 2 links for a hook. I think it's coloured red normally, the emergency coupling adapter. Ever since I've seen Class 91s and Mark IV sets, I wonder if a Mark IV set is compatible with any other types of locomotive. Of course, I know that Class 90s are already compatible. From what I heard, I think they said they have. Alan said once that they have both a UIC and a for the TDM on them. But apart from that, I wonder if there's any other locos which can handle Mark IV sets. Maybe Class 47s that have the TDM cables equipped to them, so 47/4. Just gonna take a closer look at the things there, so you can just see about the you can just see the UIC, ETH, of course. I'm just gonna wait while we're waiting for the ready to go. We're gonna take a quick look at the chat. Of course, we've only got one person viewing the stream because, well, I'm not really popular in terms of my as a streamer. Just gonna quickly fire alarm. I don't even get this. When you press the fire alarm test button on diesels, it shuts down the engine. Like that, I found that out by accident because you just press F when you're trying which key does what. On like, I think it was the HST enhancement pack I first did this. I weren't recording it when it happened, but pressed it and the bell went off and then it the engine shut down. So then I had to wait and then restart it. I don't know if that happens on real life, if the engine will shut down when you do the fire alarm test button, but whatever. I'm just gonna quickly shut my window because someone's opened it. Much better. Let's just set up some additional things. Let's see. So our starting speed limit is 25. We're just going to go straight to King's Cross. This is a direct. We have to press Control Tab on these for the signals now because we're at the other end of the train. got a yellow now, so we can turn off the DRA right away. Our speed's now 110. There's our right away. Now, I love the blunt end horn on this compared to the other end. Well, I like Class 91s and DVTs anyway, because the way they have like a horn which sounds like both the chimes. It sounds more like something off of an American train than anything else. It just makes these British locomotives that were built in Britain, they sound more like an American import. Like, for some reason, I always find myself at level, when I come up to a level crossing when I'm whistle bars, I always do hiss. Not wrong end. I do like a long, long, short, long. And the skies are getting dark as well. Please don't say it's going to rain again. Speed limit should be going up. There we go, 105. Just get a camera. The signals have gone green now, and there we go. I'd said it were gonna rain, and it has. Get our wipers on. And we're on 15. So we're just going to plop it up to 110, which is supposedly our maximum permitted speed. Normally I don't bother regarding the max permitted speed anyways, I just, you know, follow whatever the speed board says. Rain's really bad. It's that bad wipers can't even fully keep up, you know. You know what, to show off the weather capabilities of this weather announcement pack, if I get through this scenario, I might think about performing the scenario that came with the Sky and Weather Enhancement pack, which is another AP scenario. So you drive a 319 on London to Bedford, and you get a really bad storm along the way. Most of the time is going to be spent on just going at speed, so I'm just going to quickly look at the chat. Should I even bother having chats on my... Should I even bother having the chat on my streams? Because I've only got one person watching and there's no chat whatsoever. There's nearly no activity. Let's actually just go click live chat. Speed limit's going down to 100 now, real quick. It's only about... It's really shaky as well. Don't know if that's just the way the route's built. 365s. Just go into passenger view. Just put them on. As you can see, it's really bad rain. There's a whistle board. And as you can see, if you could just sort of just did a long, short, long through level crossing, we're coming up to a neutral section as well. Another whistle board. To click it up, back at 100, and there's the neutral section. The line goes off, we've got no ETS, then it goes back on. If you're on the outside, the cooling fan would shut off, and then it'll go back on, because neutral sections mean you have to do just like a bit where there's no power in the overhead line. More level crossings. Might actually maybe at the next crossing I'll do it in external, because I think the external version of the horn sounds better than the interior, because it's all muffled on the inside. Shave an haircut if you want. Nothing on the chat. I'm just hoping when I'm old enough, hopefully, I might actually get a job as a train driver when I'm older. I'm currently 16, going to be 17 in about December. Maybe 17 around December, so... Of course, yeah, turn 17 on December 25th. So maybe when I turn 17 on December, I might, you know, get my provisional license. I've currently got my, I've already got scared over see if I'll even be able to pass a driving test. Because from what I've heard and read, driving tests are really hard over in Britain. Probably been the one plan I have for the future. Wait, it's a little bit raining. Right, now here's one here's the crossing now. Let's just do it in an external cam so we can actually hear. This is an old crossing, this. Gates. Another 91 is hello 1S21. Can't bother with the phonetic alphabet. It's just, I'm gonna try and use Shift W because that's the master key. Let's just put the wipers on a bit of a slower setting. Well, actually, let's no wipers at all. The blinds. Yes. Bit of thinking using a clear rain off the windscreen. Bit of a glitch there. If you change to a different interior like passenger view and go back to cab, it gets rid of all the rain off the windshields. I just think it's really sad how they built these rolling stock to be up to 140 mile an hour, but when they were built, like, yeah, they were designed for a 140 mile an hour operation, but in service they never even went more than 125. It's kind of sad, really. All the potential wasted. They wasted so much potential. I mean, like, you know, if they'd just what they had to do. All they had to do for a 140, from what I heard, all they have to do is upgrade the gaps between the signals, upgrade the signalling. You know, I mean, like, they did it during test runs. So I don't understand how they never actually got to that speed in service, you know, because they found it's possible, they said. Because, you know, back in the day, BR did. VR did all test runs with them, and they went up to like 140, even more. You know, to make they even broke a couple of records. These old engines. Checking the chat. Who's that lucky person who's staying with me for this entire chat, for this entire stream? Just gonna post in the chat. There's a 365. There's a HST MTU edition. That was just another neutral section we went through there. Apparently they can never get catenary height right on this route. As you can see, the catenary, the pantograph is a little bit below the catenary on this route. Because I think there's no such thing as a script that can make the pantograph change height according to the height of the pantograph. It's only a thing on trains and Train Sim World, especially scripted. I'm just gonna go for another camera shot here from the crossing actually. It's really boring in this, you know. Can't believe I didn't set this up before, but I should have set up a time warp thing, I think. Set up to Alan Thompson, you know, he uses it, I think it's called something like VSync or whatever. No, it's nothing like that, I think it's something about. It's whatever. Should have done that, should have set it up before I did this stream. Hopefully next stream now I'll manage to get it working. So I wouldn't have to sit here kind of listen to my talking to fill this awkward silence. Because there's so much, you know, because there's just not much to talk right here probably, I'm just going to isolate the DSD and just, I don't know, just do stuff in the, just go around do a couple of things. I'll mute my mic while I do this as well, of course. Okay, and my face cam and mic, I'm going to turn them off now.
Monty 7655.
Just after restart TS second, I've just actually looked up how to enable time warp, so I've just saved the scenario, and now I'm gonna quickly relaunch TS. Gonna quickly go into Steam and relaunch Train Sim. Right. Train Sim's relaunching now. So I'm just gonna have to reload the scenario. So just reload it from where I've left off because I saved the scenario. So it should be back in a bit. Okay. Just put up the taking a break screen so you can't go look at my desktop because I don't like people looking at my desktop. You know, you're just supposed to be watching the Train Sim. So once I get the sim back up and running, I'll get the window up. I'm just going to tinker with my mixer just a little bit. Right. Just in the middle of navigating the menus to get the thing reloaded. Right. Gonna hit resume. Let's just get our thing back. Get my face cam, there we go. So now we're just waiting for Train Sim to reload. So just enjoy these pictures of EMUs on my loading screen. Sim should load. Alright, here we are, we're back. And it started to rain again. Now let's see if our async keys will work. And no, they're not working, of course, because apparently async isn't working for us. So yeah, I can't get async keys working because I flipping reboot my computer, which I can't do because that'd end the stream. Just leave the DVD isolated and we can just sit back and relax. Or just enjoy the ride in passenger view. Let's just turn on DSD because I'm actually going to bother driving. Rather than just reading threads, I'm trying to see if I can get async keys working. Just looking at my stats, which obviously only one person's watching out of about, there's a 313. And now we're getting yellows. It's going to be red, so let's just start. Chasing yellows. Oh, how fun. And yeah, just actually going to stop in time? I don't think we are. Well, that is scum. Insert scumbag hat on the signal. Why am I in neutral? Is there any point for that? Any point for that? Let's just have a look at... Let's just zoom up the line and see what's giving us the signal. Let's see, so this is Stevenage. Another 91 set. Which just decided to make a stop in at Stevenage. King's Cross to Leeds. Let's just put some sanding down here. Can we get... You can even hit sand on this. You can actually just hear a hiss of the sand. During times of low adhesion, use the sander. We've been streaming now for 2 hours and 20 minutes. Don't know if I might. Don't have all day streaming like this, you know. I might finish off with maybe a short scenario, hopefully. You know, not one of these really long scenarios that make you run like all the way from Peterborough to London, like the full run of the route. Isn't there any blunt end window out? So your head out camera only works on the front windows. Oh god, I'm really hot. Neutral section. Oh, for God's sake. God. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding. F's sake. F's. What is wrong with the... I've driven this scenario before. The AI F's up. The AI. God damn it. Now, if you'll excuse me while I... Let's just change. Let's just call it here. Let's just change. Let's just call it there. It's a long scenario. Let's just say we've done that. Okay. Benny Allen would be right peed off if he actually did this. I don't know if the same thing happened to him. I don't know. It's probably because I saved and reloaded. Because every now and again, there are sometimes a couple issues when you save and reload a set of scenario. So Benny asks why. Because I've reloaded the scenario. So let's find something short that we can do. Let's find something short. Let's see. I'm just looking for, I'm just thinking, what we go, should we go American maybe a little bit, do a little bit of New York to New Haven. Come on. Let's see, looking for something short we can do, so. Looks like we're going to have to do the dreaded Korea scenario. All the while hoping that the simulator doesn't crash while trying to load stuff. Let's see, New York, New Haven. See, I don't like the ACS 64. Could maybe try Vermont Rescue 30 minutes. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'm just going to change the title card appropriately. We're going to so just bear with me a second while I change the title card. Damn it, I've just erased the... Please say I spelled that right. Just going to center that. And then we'll load up the scenario. I just hate it when train sim just that picky, like even if an AI driver messes up, apparently it decides it has to terminate the entire scenario just because of one AI, just because of it's annoying. You know, with the skill of AP, and betting you, if AP made their own train sim, which is probably very rare, they'd probably manage to get it to like, I don't know, or maybe if there's actually like a proper mod for this. So yeah, just bear with the loading. I'm just gonna mute my microphone while it's loading. Alright, scenario's loaded. Apparently it can't load tracks.bin, which happens every now and again, so I'm just gonna F2 to skip that. Of course, being DCG scenarios, we have to have thingy, cutscene or whatever. HPA's really loud, so I'm going to turn down the volume on my speakers. Scheduled Vermont service developed a brake fault, so I had to terminate New Rochelle. You are driving the following service. It's up to you to get the stranded passengers to Penn Station. However, adverse weather may cause delays. Head to New Rochelle and load for waiting passengers now before departing. Right. Let's get the cab set up here. So I'm using Fanrail as a mod, so I've got one of Fanrail. Yeah, just simply is. Fanrail is HHP8 traction and physics mod, motor and sound. So let's just get some power on. Oh crap, we're speeding already and we haven't even got... This is what I mean. This is why Korea... Probably no one likes Korea scenarios, because they score you for... They deduct points for stupid things, like just simply going 1 over the speed limit. It's just too strict. ACS 64 there. 601. Well, rest in peace, 601. Yeah. Crashed in Philadelphia, that one did. I think I'm not slowing down fast enough. Bit more brake. And there's no explicit stop markers on American routes, so I normally just pull up to the end of the platform. Full service. So apparently our score's already in the negatives, but apparently we're bang on time, so it should be alright. Out of all American locomotives, I do kind of like HHP8s just because they look like the Acela and they're simply just... They're in the essence, they're just a modified Acela. You're clear to depart near a shell. Not really detailed because, well, it's DTG, so you expect. I'm going to slap it straight in 100%. I don't normally bother about these signal speed things. I just simply do the. I simply just do the track speed. I press Control D and Control F to isolate the access and ATC. Ah crap! I'm speeding again. I don't even like how it multiplies the speeding deduction for. I think it's like. So probably like whatever speed you're at times by 2 probably. So the longer you speed, it doubles how many points it took until normally I remember some extreme speeding it goes into like the negatives really bad. I think I should have turned off career scoring anyway. I have managed to get a few career scenarios actually perfectly, so no points lost with like. I think the max is 1,000 points you can normally get in a career scenario. And if you're wondering, I did also manually apply the Sky and Weather enhancement back over to the NEC route. Just to make it look a bit better. So yeah, if you look in the manual of the AP enhancement pack for the Sky and Weather thing, you can actually manually apply these enhancement pack onto other routes. So I immediately did it for this one. Right. Not 100. Right, it's easier now. Right, that's going to go straight upstairs. So yeah, I have Fanrail as HHP8 mod, which basically changes the brake handle so you can have it in anywhere between minimum reduction and suppression, which I don't know if it's realistic or not, if the HPA actually does have a notched brake, or if it's like Fanrail has done in the mod. Of course, he also said he modded the physics for some more realistic parameters, because of course the default ones, DTG don't do any research at all normally when it comes to making it. All they do is literally just look at a couple photos to actually model it. And normally they model it with a couple inaccuracies. Coming up to the Pelham Bay Swing Bridge, I think it is. How bad the catenary is, like it's got the incorrect danger signs because it's straight up the stairs. I better look. My dad nearly ruined my stream by having. He had no disregard for the sign. It's a good thing I had the mic off before he came in. Let's get back to this now. What's this? It's got a danger signal, cautionary signals. When it comes to Northeast Corridor signalling, I'm not the best when it comes to signalling like this, you know. Like the ones where I use like invisible signals, or not even like real signals, or actually like trackside beacons as such. Normally I just ignore the signal speed and I just do track speed. Penalised any minute now. And there's another HHP8. I was lucky that I actually managed to slow down enough. Speed limit goes up to 70. Oh shit. I think I actually just swore on stream then. I don't like locos when they don't have like a working cruise control, because like this does kind of have a cruise control, but it's pretty broken actually on these. Just gonna take a look at the chat. Of course no one said anything since me. Speed limit goes down, so I'm just going to put 12%. Should be enough brake there, just a little bit of auto brake. Speed limits on this route just fluctuate so much. got to 60. What's even the point of the speed limits? They fluctuate so much, like 70. It's only 70 for like 0.3 miles, so it's like no point, because by the time you've actually accelerated up to that, it goes back down again. We're going up now. Goes down to 15, goes back up to 60. Bridge. So we're now approaching Hellgate Bridge now, which just goes right across. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge if you look close enough, I think. Wait, no, I don't think that's Brooklyn. That's Hellgate. That's Hellgate. Just have a close look on the head out. I think that it might be Brooklyn Bridge. I've nearly run out of water in my bottle. Limit then goes up to 60. Well, I remember this actually has a bit of an issue here because this goes downhill. And yeah, it's that much that I'm gaining speed from it. Another HHP8. 664. Hello, I don't even know what any of these signal aspects mean. All I get is the basic green, red and yellow aspects, not the ones where you have like the bottom signal or something like that. And we're actually gonna show early phones. The Monza will continue ahead of you to Penn before having a driver change and heading to Sunnyside Yard for a service. Got some speed increase. Just gonna plop the brakes on a bit. Takes some pretty careful brake control for this. Just go turn the wipers off since we're in tunnel. East River Tunnels, I think these are. Yeah, that one's at danger. I'm just going to save this so that in case we make a mistake we can... I'm not taking any chances until I can see the actual signal head. goes back up. I'm gonna have to wait in the tunnel. See that double red in the distance. And we're now stuck having to wait for someone in New York Penn to actually get through. Just put the brakes in since we've stopped, because this is on a gradient, so I'm gonna put it in full. We're not going to take any chances. I'm going to put it in full service. Actually just Yard of Glitches, I think this is. There's Grand Central Terminal. Where is that small bit of enclosed section? It's funny how I can never find Penn Station in a free roam cam. No, whatever. And just make it out in the distance. Alright, there we go. So after this scenario, we're going to end the stream, okay? Of course, I've had no viewers, which is really sad. Next signal's also a danger. Wait, is it? It's cleared. We still have to slow down to 15 since it's restricted speed. Really small amount of throttle just to maintain our speed. bell on and ditch lights. We can't do the horn in here since from what I've heard, horn use is banned in New York Penn because of course it's in like a enclosed tunnel and it'd probably deafen everyone. Just have the ditch lights on. Right, we're on the platform, let's end this. Let's see, so we're driving HHP at number 650. And there's also 654 here. There's always a thing with AI HHP, it's always have the incorrect pantograph. They always have the pantograph on the wrong end. Wherever me, there's no pantograph on the back normally. So I don't even know how I can't find NYP, even though it's all the way out here. Successfully arrived at Penn Station. You relieve passengers happy to reach their destination. Well done. Right. And now the simulator's gonna crash. We're gonna end the stream with a simulator crash. Nope, we're not. Right, 950. So just 50 points shy. It's not too bad. So it's been a pleasure doing a stream with you guys. If you have liked, please make sure you click the like button and also be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click the bell to receive notifications. So that's my stream finished. Okay, thank you all for